Hey, what's up guys? Jack and Matt here with the Toasty Bros, and today we're talking about our PC selling business, PC Bros, and how we started the company with $30,000, and guess what? We grossed over $1 million last year, and we made $5,000 profit.
Yeah, $5,000 profit might not seem like it's worth it, but this business is actually pretty impressive. We're very proud of it. We're gonna take you on a tour to show you exactly how we make the PCs, why we make the PCs, and show you some of the people that work for us and how great they are. But you know what? We gotta pay the bills for Toasty Bros as well, so let's hear a word from today's sponsor. Today's video is brought to you by GVG Mall, the online marketplace to gain access to some really awesome discounted game keys, and more specifically, Windows 10 licenses.
With Windows 10, it is so easy just to go onto the website using the link in the description down below, and then go to their Windows 10, click buy it now, add code TB20, then go to the checkout, put in your payment info, and then boom, you will get within a few seconds or a few minutes an activation code that you will go into Windows 10, put in the activation code, and it is fully legit. It will work out of the box, and you will have a fully activated Windows 10 license.
We use GVG Mall for all the PCs we build here at the Toasty Bros, and so should you. So definitely check the link in the description down below and use code TB20 to save money on checkouts.
So this is actually where a lot of the magic happens on the customer side of things. So this is the PC Bros showroom, and we're super excited to show a lot of you guys it because we know a lot of you all have not seen the showroom, and a lot of you probably don't know we sell PCs locally. Well, look at that front door right there. That is a front door that you can walk right into and look at anything in here and say, hey, I want to purchase that. You just can't buy Matt, the guy behind the camera right now. He's not for sale, but we actually do about 95% of our sales online and then about 5% locally. We really want to grow our local presence because we sell a lot of really cool stuff that we can't ship, such as monitors, keyboards, mice, headsets, all kinds of crazy things. A lot of our builds, like the Taco Bell PC, are very, very expensive and fancy, so we just can't ship everything, sadly. So 95% online.
Yeah, we build all sorts of computers here. I'd say my favorite one that we work on is the entry-level graphics card ones, like the 1600, 1650, 1660. I like those because it's like right where I started practically. I just got a graphics card like when I started in like 07.
I feel like that all-in-one I built was pretty fun. It was an old all-in-one from like 2004, and I threw like a new motherboard in and everything. It took like an ATX motherboard. It's like my workstation now, so I mean, it was pretty fun. I use it daily. It had like a weird CD in it from like a church through a graphics card, and then I played Among Us on it at like 60 FPS.
So here we are in the manager's office where a lot of the customer support happens. Once you build and ship a computer, you do have to do a lot of hands-on sometimes, whether the computer shows up with some issues, because it tends to happen, or the person just doesn't know how to use something. When you're selling a computer to somebody, you're gonna need to do some customer support, and we all have a lot of stories about some of the weirdest customer support issues we've had. And speaking of weird, we do have a lot of weird people here. I mean, there's some people doing a lot of crazy stuff. There's a lot of stories that some people could tell.
The weirdest thing I've had to put up with working here is literally just every single one of my coworkers. They're all weird. They do weird things. They eat weird things. They drink weird things. They get in dumpsters. They drive Power Wheels. They shoot Nerf guns. They're just completely weird. They're children.
Motorized car shenanigans recently where I'll just be sitting in here and someone will just be pulling up that probably at like 3 foot level, give or take. Right now it's not loud, but I'm being told that it's getting like upgraded.
I don't know. It's the subwoofers, I guess. I don't know what to do. I don't know why it's doing that. The radio's not on.
So now we're actually in the custom build room. This is where Matt and I typically get our custom builds lined up. Sometimes we have 5, sometimes we have 20 back here. And we have these little build sheets here that we go through and we basically break down everything price-wise. Now we do this for custom builds for customers too. They look just like this. So if you ever place one of our $10 build consultations, we give you one of these. We can tweak it as many times as you want. And we go through and we let you know exactly how much you're spending. And we even add things like the build fees and what the insurance and shipping costs. Now, these builds right here are actually ones that Matt and I will just be building on twitch.tv/ToastyBros in the morning stream, and they will just go straight to the website. So nothing really too crazy there, and that's why we don't have any build fees or shipping fees. And we're gonna try to sell this one, as you can see, for $850. Our cost will be around $665 with Matt and I building it. But in terms of the shipping, taxes, the fees and everything, it looks like we're gonna make around $200 in this, but we'll probably end up making around $100 to $125. And now that sounds pretty good, right? 125 bucks profit. That is the best case scenario. A lot of times this does not end up happening because prices are constantly changing, constantly dropping. We end up having to start it at $850, but then after about a week or two of it sitting, we do have to lower prices. And a lot of times we go negative on the actual build. We might sell it for 0% profit or less than 0% and actually end up losing some money.
The dumbest money loss that I've cost the business is buying an HP printer. I accidentally listed a PC for $0. Everything about it's right, the description, the parts, everything like that. And I forgot the most important part, which is to list it for a price. So I put it 0. There's a time on the website where there's a computer for $0.
Now, one thing we like to do because, well, we like to have fun here. We make YouTube videos. If you're not having fun here, why would you want to work here? Is supply a lot of stuff for our employees, like all these snacks right here, and having a kitchen and a fun environment is very important. And we like to think our employees really do enjoy the fact that we give them all this food or all this stuff, and they've started developing their own routines when they come here in the office. They'll come walking in, grab an energy drink, or sometimes they'll come in and just make full meals and leave them there and not actually eat them. That happens more often than you think.
I got a serving bowl and I had 3 whole cans of ravioli, like whole cans of ravioli, and I put it in this serving bowl. I ate it all in one serving and I just went home. I didn't even wash the bowl.
When I get here in the morning and I go to the kitchen, I usually make a breakfast burrito, and they are so generous to feed us and pay us. So I'll make a breakfast burrito, it takes about 2 minutes, and then I'll usually get like a Gatorade or a Body Armor, and I'll maybe watch a YouTube video for my little first break, and then I'll get to work.
When we have all this stuff in here, we're spending $500, $600, $700 on a grocery run to restock everything here. And that doesn't count the DoorDash trips. We do a lot of door dashing, whether it's for the marathon live stream we do every single month on Twitch. We get around the office like Taco Bell or some other local restaurant. We do a lot of really expensive door dashes that can be $200, $300. We spend a lot of money on food, but I do really hope that our employees like that about us.
So this is our main building area, but obviously we have a lot of other areas that we build in as well, but this is where most of PC Bros employees reside. Now currently we employ around 6 people just at PC Bros alone. And a lot of them got their jobs in pretty interesting ways, because often we weren't really looking for employees. We just kind of stumbled upon them, or somehow they asked and got their way in basically. So it's some pretty cool stories.
Low key, not begging for the job, but I was like, you know, you throw it in there a little bit, try to put subtle hints. I was like, oh, I kind of like, can I work here? Can I work here? And if you bother someone enough, I guess it works.
I had to have texted Matt or Jackson about 11 to 12 times, probably in a row, with a couple responses, maybe like a notification silent on Matt's end a couple times, and then a couple unsilenced.
I got my job here because I am actually Jackson's stepfather, and he approached me and asked if I would be willing to help out start the new business and things like that. And we started in a creepy dark basement, and now we've moved to a 7,000 square foot building.
Now where we're at now is basically the testing station where we go through. We have a lot of monitors set up. We do not ever let a computer leave our warehouse until it is completely checked. We have these little checklists here, and that's from building all the way to packing and shipping. So basically all the way until it leaves our hands, it has to be checked. And that might sound very boring and very tedious, and it probably is a little bit boring and a little bit tedious, but at the same time, it keeps returns at a minimum and makes sure that we're making good money and also taking care of the customer.
Just yesterday I tested 50 graphics cards consecutively, and then recently I tested 150 sticks of RAM consecutive, you know, just going at it, you know, and that took a long time.
I have a lot of anxiety about shipping because I want to make sure everything gets out right. There's so many things to go wrong. Like if you don't put enough bubble wrap on the sides, the UPS driver can throw it wrong, or on the corner, if it lands on the corner the wrong way, you can open the PC up, the glass be broken. We've had that happen before we really started to, like, we focus so much on packing here. Shipping is what I spend the most time on, making sure it gets to everybody like in one piece, all their stuff is there that they ordered, and then it's all good.
Shipping computers can be very costly, and also you have to take the time to do stuff right. We have these Instapack right here, which are like about $6 a piece, that allow you to keep your computer nice and safe in shipping. About $7 or $8 for a box to ship out a computer. And then we have this beautiful roll of bubble wrap that can be like $70-something sometimes. It's a lot of money to pack a PC properly, and it's something that a lot of people here at PC Bros take pride in to make sure this stuff's not going to show up damaged, unlike some of the things we get in here to make for our PC builds.
So as far as when shipping and receiving what type of stuff that we receive or send out that becomes damaged, Amazon sends us a lot of stuff that's either been returned to them that they don't realize has been returned. It's usually the box has been taped back up and they don't know it. So we get you know, a processor that's supposed to be a 12900K and you open it up and there's a 3rd gen Intel i5, you know. And then there's also times where you can just tell that it looks like a shipping service has drop kicked something down some stairs. Same thing happens when we ship stuff out. Occasionally stuff will break because, you know, they dropped it off a cliff. But for the most part, we have more stuff go out that isn't broken than what we receive.
When we deliver them or send them out, I think we do a really good job. But when we get ones in from Amazon, they look like they've been exploded, stepped on, kicked down the steps. I mean, just everything. Thrown off a building.
Now this room might look a little bit scary, but we promised they volunteered to be here. So we have this beautiful desk with the dual monitor setup, and that's actually where Zach S resides most of the time, does a lot of our social media stuff. So for PC Bros Instagram, PC Bros Facebook, PC Bros Twitter, and TikTok, and we even have a PC Bros YouTube channel. We do a lot of that here, a lot of the editing. And then Nick will actually do a lot of our benchmarks here, where he'll basically take a computer. We got one of these nice Elgato capture cards, and we actually put the benchmarks on the website. So it all kind of goes hand in hand with taking the pictures for the website and also getting the benchmarks up there. Speaking of the pictures for the website,
it's important for PC Bros when we're listing a PC to really have good photos. Like, we started out like where it was more important to us to just go like quantity and kind of get that business rolling, like get the ball rolling. But now we're really taking time. We've invested in a new little set here for taking photos. We make sure that the lighting's good, and we pretty much dedicated a whole room just to photos and any sort of B-roll.
we used to just take the pictures with my phone. I actually did all the listings for about the first year PC Bros operated. I just took out my phone, and usually on the Toasty Bros set, I would just boop, get a picture, and then that was pretty much it. The main problem with that though, the pictures move around a lot, the background changes, and we have a lot of people, believe it or not, that still ask, is PC Bros legit? Investing money and time into stuff like this does help, because of course, this might look like a cheap cost, but like this table alone was around $300, and you gotta buy all that, and you gotta buy the softbox and the RGB lights, and we do spend a lot of money, even though this is pretty rudimentary if you ask me.
Now I want to give a big thanks to everyone who made it this far in the video. I appreciate you guys giving us support. This is a video we haven't really done before. It's something a little bit different, something outside our comfort zone. So we really appreciate you guys who have made it this far. And if you did, leave a comment down below. Let's comment Toasty so I can tell that you made it this far in the video, and ask any questions you may have, whether it's PC Bros related or just Toasty Bros related, and we'll try our best to answer these questions in the next video. So we started our business right when all the shortages were happening, so things were expensive. So we spent about $13,000 on the initial run of computers along with packing material, and we really were hoping that those would be the ones to sell really quickly, and then from there the business would blow up. Did that exactly happen? Well, it took a little bit for stuff to start selling, but after a while things started snowballing, and we were able to take that money we spent to buy some more stuff.
And now the other $16,000 or so we basically used for the rent at the first building we were at, because we have not always had this 7,000 square feet. We originally started off with around 1,500 square feet in a basement, and that alone was over $2,000 a month. And obviously we needed to have some cushion because we didn't know if we'd sell PCs right away. We also started off with one employee, and we had to pay him pretty well to stick around.
And of course, when you're building out an office, you got to buy the essentials like tables, chairs, and desks. And we spent around $4,000 or $5,000 in getting stuff that's going to last, so you don't have to replace it constantly. And it's a necessity. You can't be working on the floor with a PC business. You got to get that stuff. Yeah, of course you can do some hunting or whatever, but we wanted to get some quality stuff, and we invested properly into that.
So one of the biggest struggles that we have had is a lot of people assume we're just working out of our parents' basement or something along those lines, and they don't get that we have a lot of overhead costs, we have a lot of employees to pay, we pay everything completely legitimately too, so a lot of business taxes, state and federal. So of course we have to make some money. We're not just going out and selling 1 or 2 computers per month. We are selling typically 2 to 10 PCs a day, sometimes more, depending on how well we're doing.
And of course, owning 2 businesses, the YouTube channel and the PC selling business, can have you split in multiple directions, having to handle each one and make sure one's not being neglected over the other. So that's a big challenge when you're running a business like this. We want to create entertaining content for you guys and also run this business. That's why our employees are awesome and have been able to do all the stuff that we've been able to want to do and grow this business to what it is today.
So as always, we hope you guys enjoyed today's video. We really want to do more vlog style content like this, where we talk about PC Bros as it hopefully grows and everything. So if you guys liked it, make sure you let us know in the comment section down below. Make sure you share this video too, so that we can get more information like this out there. So as always, we hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, check out our other 2 YouTube channels and also our twitch.tv/ToastyBros, and do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
And we'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.
Now, of course, this was a PC Bros video, so we have to do some PC Bros shilling, but we're also gonna give you guys a special discount. We usually do Toasty Bros 2 for 2% off. That will still be active in case this other code doesn't work, but Matt's gonna give you guys a special code to get 5% off so that you guys can get the extra savings.
Because running a PC business is hard, we're using code HARD5, 5% off on your next purchase over at PCBros.Tech. Use that link down below. See you guys later. Goodbye.